from Nebraska's trusted news source. This is Channel 8 News at 6.
Now at 6 o'clock, reckless on the job. The Norris bus driver case now closed with a guilty plea. What punishments the court decided on today. Then finish line reached. Husker Track and Field cut the ribbon on a brand new complex. How the state-of-the-art facility is changing the game for athletes. And a rough week, a string of setbacks hitting local businesses back to back. How owners are trying to stay afloat. And that's where we begin tonight. Right now, business owners left reeling after a rough week. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Rod Fowler. A cruel string of coincidences have left many local businesses struggling, and now an organization is kicking into overdrive to keep everyone afloat. Channel 8's Mackenzie Johnson joins us now with the details. Mackenzie?
Rod, from break-ins to sudden shutdowns, day after day, business owners have been hit hard this week. Some shops are now searching for a way to recover everything that's been lost. On Tuesday, hundreds of entrepreneurs losing out on sales as the Painted Tree closes its doors at all of its locations nationwide. The very next day, 2 local stores, including Capital City Sports Cards, were broken into. Somewhere between $10,000 and $20,000 worth of merchandise is gone after the robbery. Then on Thursday, an ice cream shop called Scoops announcing they'll soon close because their lease is expiring and they're not able to renew. Day after day, local businesses bringing these struggles to social media, hoping their customers in the capital city can carry them through. But it's not always so simple. One organization says more than 100 of the impacted businesses have come to them for help. Tonight at 10 o'clock, hear how they're planning to keep these businesses running for the time being. Reporting in the studio, Mackenzie Johnson, Channel 8 News.
Thank you, Mackenzie. New at 6, calling on the community. Firefighters needing help after last night's fire in Dawson County. Crews spending the day monitoring a grass fire following yesterday's reignition. Now they're asking for donations to help support those still on the front lines. The Miller Fire Department says they're having to rotate crews day and night, and as a result, they're in need of things like food, drinks, and basic supplies to keep responders going, along with things like wipes, eye drops, and over-the-counter medications. Donations are being accepted at the Miller Fire Hall as crews keep up with response efforts. Well, it certainly made for a windy day around Lincoln. Citizen journalist Melanie sending this in from the golf course. Take a look at that flag, right? Really moving out there. And that wind, hey, may just straighten out some golfers' slice, right? You never know. It could come to your benefit. Here's a live look at parts of southeast Nebraska through our network of cameras. You can see the American flags there whipping in the wind. Some of the cameras even shaking a little bit. Up there, that ABC Seamless Sighting camera. Rusty? Your favorite. Look at that. That's been kind of the story today. Are these conditions expected to creep into the weekend? Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
We need an extra screw or two in that camera just to stabilize it a little bit. A windy day for sure, and much colder than it has been in the last couple of days. In fact, it was in the 70s this morning, and now we're into the 50s. But this weekend, a little half and half. I think tomorrow, partly cloudy, blustery, 58, and then more sunshine, warmer, less wind on Sunday. So, yeah, it will get better as the weekend progresses. Look at this, though. That's a tornado watch from Wisconsin all the way through Illinois, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, into Oklahoma. That's about 800 miles worth of a tornado watch. Then around here, we have freeze warnings in place through Saturday morning for much of the state, except for eastern Nebraska, where I think it's going to be just warm enough. But it is it's windy enough to have no flag on the Honda of Lincoln Cam at 2017 Yankee Hill Road, 55 degrees, wind gusts at 43 miles per hour. And look at that, rain and a snow mix trying to get going in parts of western Nebraska. Storms just off to our east, and we're stuck in the middle again. We will talk more about this weekend forecast in a few minutes.
Thank you, Rusty. Breaking now, some historic changes could be coming to Memorial Stadium. Some that the university's Board of Regents says could change the Husker football viewing experience.
Maybe some more comfortable seats would be nice, and just easier access.
With the news of these possible renovations, many giving out their opinion on what could be coming, as you just heard Melanie there, hoping to have a better way of getting in and around the stadium. The Board of Regents describing their plan, known as a Big Red Rebuild, as a new era for the football stadium, and that really perfectly describes the changes they have in mind. A $600 million facelift. Take a look at some of these pictures from Huskers.com. These renderings showing some of the changes, including a whole new south end zone with right there, that area right there, brand new, as well as many additions. Channel 8's Danielle Da Silva catching up with some Husker fans, asking what they think about these potential renovations. She joins us now live. Danielle?
Rod, Memorial Stadium has an iconic reputation that crosses state lines. So when the news hit that they were planning this $600 million facelift, I hit the Haymarket to hear from Husker fans about their thoughts. And the ones that I spoke to say that, hey, they're ready for it. The Nebraska Board of Regents announcing their plans to renovate Memorial Stadium with a new initiative called Build Big Red. It is set to create a 360-degree view of the main concourse. It would include 20,000 chairback seats. Elizabeth Castell, a UNL sophomore, says she immediately bought season tickets to Memorial Stadium thanks to the Husker reputation. Her favorite part, being in the student section.
Exciting. I feel like everybody just gets together and yells, and I don't know, it's a different vibe from anything I've experienced before.
That section, nicknamed the Boneyard, would have a total of 7,000 seats solely for UNL students. Castell says she was pleased to hear this and showed me their tradition of throwing up skulls.
I love it. Okay.
With anticipated costs being $600 million, the board says $250 million should be coming from philanthropic donations, and none will be coming from taxpayer dollars. Castell says it seems doable to her.
I feel like Nebraska fans are super diehard, so all the alumni would probably pitch in if they think that it's worth it.
Two of those diehard fans, Brian and April Hull. Brian remembering student traditions from decades ago.
Back in the 60s, the students had a card section, which was right below the faculty section. Last time I think they'd had a card was the 250th sellout.
Both say they're happy about the potential upgrades and not concerned about the construction stopping culture in the stadium.
You got to change. You got to figure out how to adapt. And so this is the adaptation that needs to happen.
Although many are excited about the potential upgrades, the plan would diminish the stadium's capacity to hold 80,000 people. As for the Hulls, they tell me their favorite part is the 360-degree view to be added.
She jumps up and down, and everybody considers it like a pogo stick during the whole game.
Yeah. And now she won't miss a glimpse of the game if she leaves her seat. The Board of Regents will discuss these plans at their next meeting on April 24th and will be reporting on their results. I'm reporting from the Memorial Stadium for Channel 8 News.
Thank you so much, Danielle. In our Channel 8 poll of the day, we're asking, are you for or against the proposed changes to Memorial Stadium? These numbers changed since 5 o'clock. 36% of you now say yes, you are, while 64% said no. You can vote on our unscientific poll by going to klkntv.com. And we want to know your thoughts on these proposed changes and what specifically you would want different. You can tell us all about your thoughts on the Now Local News app and get paid to do it. Just scan the QR code there on your screen. New developments now. The Norris school bus driver accused of driving drunk with students on board now learning her fate. Court records show 67-year-old Betty Johnson pleading no contest and being found guilty on multiple charges. Documents reveal Johnson will spend 30 days in jail, have 18 months probation, and have her license revoked. In a plea deal, some charges were reduced, but she was still convicted of DUI and reckless driving. Officials say her blood alcohol level was more than twice the legal limit while transporting students last May. Stay with us. We have plenty more after the break, such as crossing the finish line. UNL marking the finishing touches on their new track and field complex. What they hope this brings for both students and athletes. We're going to be back in just 60 seconds. Don't go away. New track and field complex. The new home for Husker Track officially open and ready to go. The $10 million project designed to elevate the program.
3, 2, 1.
Nebraska Athletics cutting the ribbon today on its newly completed track and field facility. University leaders, coaches, and fans showing up for today's dedication ceremony, showcasing the facility's new seating, team spaces, and competition areas for visiting teams. Head coach Justin St. Clair says it's a moment that's been a long time coming and one that gives his athletes something they haven't had in years.
They all are super excited. You know, over the last several years, many of the athletes, we have been on the road a lot, and we've had to go every weekend on the road. Now they get a chance to compete at home, represent their home state, represent the Big Ten at home, sleep in their own bed. They're ecstatic. They're pumped.
The new complex also puts Nebraska in position to host major events, including a Big Ten championship, as the program looks to build on this momentum.
If you look behind me, you'll notice that the high temperatures for the day were in the 70s. When did that happen? Well, if you slept through it, it was early this morning. We'll talk about that and when it'll warm back up when we come back.
Some bars here in Lincoln say they're seeing a drop-off from people drinking alcohol. A new study shows alcohol consumption has declined in the past 10 years. And our Jake Holman is finding out why. He joins us live in the Haymarket. Jake?
Rod, according to Trace One, they found data reported by the Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration that shows a downward trend of alcohol consumption. Now, the study shows the percentage of American alcohol drinkers dropped from 56 to 51%, the most recent data from 2024. Now, I asked some bars here in Lincoln who do agree they have seen a major difference in the past few years. Some of the reasonings are an uptick in non-alcoholic drinkers, the rise in THC drinkers as well. A manager at the Beer Garden in Lincoln doesn't feel this is a big deal, saying that people haven't stopped drinking, just that they're doing less of it.
One thing I think about is that there's a push for wellness and health, and so I think some people are just trying to change in their habits, and so some things are coming in slower forms. I don't think those people are going away from the drinking as much. They're just not drinking as much, if that makes sense. So it seems like they're still coming in. We still see those drinkers. It's just some of them are, it seems, looking out for their health a little more, making those different life choices.
This quote downward trend won't last for long. Now, some people also suggesting that people feel inclined to stay at home and save money rather than going out to buy a drink. For now, reporting live here in downtown Lincoln, Jake Homan, Channel 8 News.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
So this is what it looked like this morning. This is probably around 7 o'clock, 7:30 this morning. That's when these high temperatures happened. 72 in Lincoln, 74 in Beatrice. It just switched on a dime. I mean, it went from 72 to 52 in like 30 minutes. That's all it took. And you can really see where things started to change sooner rather than later. High temperatures in the 40s in parts of the Panhandle. So today was one of those days, and tomorrow morning is going to be one of those mornings. Freeze warning in place for everybody west of basically I-70, Highway 77 west. Now you're probably looking up here going, okay, so it'll be warm enough to the north and to the west. No, that's not. Their growing season hasn't really kicked in. It will also be cold to the north and into the Panhandle, but it'll be just warm enough in eastern Nebraska that we don't quite need a freeze warning. It'll be close, but not quite cold enough. Mostly cloudy skies out there right now, 21st and L Street. It's everybody's at home. They're like, nah, I'm just gonna go home. It's too cold out there. 55 degrees, which isn't bad. It's just, it's been really warm lately. So all of a sudden, these middle 50s feel a little on the chilly side, especially with that blustery wind. Temperatures in the 40s off to the west, even a 38 in Imperial. So some cold air out there in some spots, but we're at 55 in Falls City and Lincoln, 52 in York, 51 in Aurora, 49 in Kearney. So it's 30 to 35 degrees colder than it was 24 hours ago, and that makes it feel like it's all of a sudden winter all over again. But it's just, yeah, and this doesn't help. That north wind sustained at 31 miles per hour for just about all of us too. Oh, there's my dots. Out of the north and west at 20 to 30 to 35 miles per hour with wind gusts 40 to 45 miles per hour. So it's blustery and it's colder, and it's just not a nice afternoon. A little line right here that was throwing some snowflakes down in parts of western and southwestern Nebraska is now just barely warm enough for snow, or excuse me, for rain. And then off to the east, look at this. This is just incredible. This is the cold front that swept through Nebraska very quickly this morning, that cooled us off at about 7 or 8 o'clock this morning. That's what this is doing. If that cold front had just a little bit different timing, that would be right over us, and we'd probably be talking about a lot different things than just cold. I'd be likely on air for hours with the severe weather situation. These are all tornado watch boxes. There's severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings. Actually, I'll zoom in here and show you that all of these is happening right now. These are all severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings. And right there in southern Wisconsin, that's a confirmed tornado warning going on right now. So we'll take the cold, I guess, if we don't have to deal with all of that. We could use the precipitation, but not that kind of precipitation. Not a whole lot going on Saturday. We'll increase the clouds as the day progresses and then clear it out as we head into Sunday morning. Another cold start to the day on Sunday. Then we start to warm back up. So right around the freezing mark for a lot of us early tomorrow morning. Highs tomorrow in the middle and upper 50s. And then we get back to 72 on Sunday. But notice it is cold again Sunday morning. So cold Saturday morning, cold Sunday morning, and then warmer, and then the 80s come right back. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, then another cold front. Thursday into early Friday, storms are going to be possible there. And then we're stuck in the 60s Friday into next weekend.
Thank you, Rusty. Coming up, we're going to head into the Sports Zone with Nate Johnson from Haymarket Park. Nate, a big game on deck for the Huskers.
Yeah, it sure is, and I gotta tell you, Rod, Rusty, it may be chilly out here, but Husker Nation, as they do, have showed up. We're gonna have more break.
Good morning.
From the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Green's Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with Sports Director Nate Johnson. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Well, Nebraska baseball is back at home today for a showdown with number 12 USC. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to the Sports Zone live here at Haymarket Park, where Big Red is playing maybe the most important, the biggest series of the season today against the Trojans. And after dropping their last ranked series versus then number 21 Oregon 2-1, Nebraska has responded with a 5-4 win over Creighton, and the Huskers will be hoping to ride some of that winning momentum into this weekend's action. While Nebraska is having a great season thus far, the Huskers have struggled a little more with ranked opponents this year, having a 3-5 record against ranked teams and are 0-2 in the series against ranked foes. USC is the second highest ranked Big Ten team behind number 1 UCLA, and a series win for Nebraska this weekend would be huge for this team, with the potential to host a region still in play if Nebraska can manage to take 2 of 3 versus the Trojans. But after the series loss to Oregon, that puts the pressure on the Huskers to perform well, with this being currently the last-ranked team on Nebraska's schedule. Big Red will face a very good Kansas team, though, next Tuesday before Nebraska hits there against Kansas, there. And right now, the score of this game, 2-0, top of the second. And softball also playing today. They're up 3-0 against Minnesota in Minneapolis. That game had a little weather delay, so it started a little late. But let's keep this thing rolling with some Nebraska volleyball. They are also in action today. The Huskers taking on Creighton in their second spring exhibition match of the season. Nebraska beating Iowa State in all 4 matches last weekend. But when the Blue Jays and Huskers go at it recently, we have seen some great action. Nebraska and Creighton have played 5-set match in 3 of the last 4 seasons, making for some of the best matches of the season. DJ Sokol Arena already sold out in anticipation for tonight's spring exhibition match. First serve is set for 7 p.m. We'll have an update on that match later tonight at 10 p.m. And with some Husker action happening, we'd love to see your angles of the game. Scan the QR code on your screen. Download our Now Local News app. Be a part of our Now team. Send in videos and get paid for your submissions. Pretty cool stuff. And you get updates as they happen here on the Now Local News app. Well, finally, the Lincoln Stars will be back on the playoff ice this evening in the second round of the Clark Cup playoffs. A big game for them later tonight at 7:05. The Stars took care of the Des Moines Buccaneers in the first round of the playoffs, and Lincoln now takes on the 1 seed in the Sioux Falls Stampede. This will be the first time these two teams have met in the postseason since 2018 when the Stars won 2-1. The Stampede did take 5 of 6 from the Stars this season. But as we know, the postseason is a brand new slate. The first of this best-of-5 series starts tonight at Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Puck drop is set for 7:05 p.m. We'll have an update on the Stars as well later tonight at 10 p.m. in the Sports Zone. And that is going to do it for me for now. Again, it is 3-0 in the top of the second inning. We'll have an update on this game later tonight in the Sports Zone. For now, the Rod will go ahead and send things back over to you.
All right, thank you, Nate. And let's get a final check of the weather. Rusty, during the commercial break, we could hear Nate in our ear. He said he was, you get used to the warmer weather, and then you have what's happening right now. He was cold.
He was complaining, is what you're saying.
He has a right to do that, right?
Absolutely. I would have been too if I had to be standing out there for the entire newscast. It's cold out there now compared to what it's been, even compared to this morning. It is so much colder. There's a little bit of a frontal boundary moving from west to east, giving us a little bit of light rain, not enough, but at least it's moisture. Temperatures tomorrow morning in the 20s for the western half of the state, 30s for the eastern half. We try to warm up, don't really make it. We're looking at 50s for highs on Saturday. We do warm back up, though, on Sunday, back into the 70s, 80s as we head through a good portion of next week. The next chance for precipitation comes our way Thursday into Friday. That'll knock our temperatures back down into the 60s. Up and down we go. That is spring in Nebraska in a nutshell. So don't get used to anything.
Yeah, really. Thank you so much, Rusty, and thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoy your Friday evening, and we hope you'll join us right back here at 10 o'clock.
Ernie's Mattress First.